It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a rematch of last year's wild card round in the NFC playoffs. It's the Rams and the Lions under the lights on Sunday night.
Let's go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday in 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week one. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason.
It is a new era for us here at EA Sports. We are set to get it started, and off we go with the Sunday night opener for 2024. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Here's Stafford now on second down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And that is incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one's to the sideline, complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Patrick motioning here. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. He is in. Touchdown, Lions.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have 2 guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. His kick is good, and the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Rams offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Goff to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. So some of these 3rd and medium, 3rd and long situations, it's the perfect time. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down. Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Rams offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The NFL's 3rd leading rusher a season ago, it's Kyren Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down, a pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 7-3 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
On the ground, this is Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It's Sean Murphy Bunting on the tackle. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down,
Again, it's Stafford. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Raymond going to return it. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Goff to throw on first down. That's to the left side, taken in by Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing here is Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll go play action with Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Williams in motion. Just a short pickup there on 1st and 5. 2nd down and 3. A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. They'll go again with Williams. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. They need 8 as they come up for third down. It's another run here for Williams. Punting unit coming out as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Punt team headed out for the Rams. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Goff. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Lions 14. Rams.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Patrick Mahomes, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdown passes as well. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Bryce Young, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 1st and 10. Now Goff. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
Goff to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Third and 2, Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, you take him down for a loss.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Rams first down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
That one on target to Cup. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Atwell sent in motion here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? To the air again. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are back within a point. It's 14-13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. From the gun, it's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Gibbs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Now, Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line.
Offside.
A gain of 7 yards.
Still second down.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll run the toss with Gibbs. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Riker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Stafford now on second down. Finds Nakua on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Play action, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The motion man is Nakua. 2nd down, it's Stafford. And that ball incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Stafford to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Goff to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. And try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, he gets there just a little bit quicker. He can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They go play action with Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch in this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. He's got it at the 3. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To the air again, Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. Stafford to throw again. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one caught at the 4.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now,
that one taken in. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, L.A. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. But he'll gather it back in.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. The Rams use their third and final timeout to get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. A run here with Gibbs. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's fourth down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Stafford. He'll locate Kupp. That's a dozen. Catch number 12 and a first down. Now Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I could promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmless.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So it's a win here for the Lions. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.